put up some pretty big numbers. Can you just talk about what you're able to do out there?
One of our main focus is just get to offensive rebounds. That's one thing I focus on the whole game. So once you be able to rebound, the game comes to you easy.
And make sure you talk in the mic.
What are the takeaways for any of you guys finally getting on the court together against somebody else? What's your takeaway from that?
A lot of learning. We finally played a full game together. We went to the Bahamas. We played a lot of international rules. Now we get a chance to get back to the regular tradition and, back at UNLV playing in front of the fans. Like I said, it's our first game. We're gonna go watch film tomorrow, see what we need to improve on, and move on from there.
What did you think that you guys did well in the first impression?
Played defense. We played good defense in spurts. I feel like we rebounded the ball pretty well. We ran the floor well. And we played as a team. We played as a collective effort. But like I said, we're gonna get back in the lab tomorrow and figure out what we need to work on.
Jalyen, do you think you took a step forward with the point guard position tonight?
Yeah, but I'm just playing within the system that the coaches want us to play within. Find my teammates and, help us win games.
Having those games in the Bahamas, how much did that help before you play where you got here tonight?
We already got the chance to gel. We just keep moving forward every day. It's just, we're just blessed with the opportunity that we were able to go internationally, play together. Like I said, bond with the team, and we're still continuing to gel. We're still learning each other's game, learning each other's style of play, and moving forward because we're not satisfied where we're at right now.
Tyrell, it seemed to be, just on the floor at certain times, some defensive breakdowns. Is that a matter of you guys just trying to get a feel for each other in communication, or how would you, what would you say about that?
We just have to, there's times where we had a miscommunication, but with more game-like playing with that, I feel like it will be a lot better, and we won't have no more mishaps.
How nice it was for you to be back on the floor tonight?
Oh man, it felt like it was a long time. I was anxious to get out there, and I was just very excited, ready to play. I just have to, help my team in any way I can every night, and just, that's the main goal for all of us, just to win. As long as we win and we take care of business, that's all what matters. Everyone succeeds.
Kris, it looked pretty easy from you, an all-around aspect. What made it appear effortless?
I just let the game come to me. I didn't force shots. Took the shots when they were open, got to the basket, rebound. Everything else came into play.
Kris, you got in there for a couple putbacks early, offensive rebounds. Is that part of your game, or is that just something that you saw and the opportunity there?
Yeah, that's something I do. Then you can recognize their size, and you can just tell they let you offensive rebound. You might as well go ahead and take it, get a couple easy points.
Is that something you kind of, with the two big guys out, you kind of going into this game?
Yeah, because we got big guys out, so I know that's one of the main things we need to work on is rebounding. So I'm putting pressure on them by going to the glass. So if I get to the glass, it helps us out a lot easier.
Jalyen, what was Coach Menzies' message to you guys throughout the game? What were sort of the themes that he was preaching on the sidelines?
Have fun. It's our first game. We're gonna make mistakes. We can't, put our heads down. You make the right play, move on to the next play, and execute plays. But his main focus is, it's our first game, but have fun with it.
It seems like a lot of times you guys did make the right play. How did you guys get to gelling so quickly, even though you're a young team and this is your first game of the season? You move the ball really well. How are you guys able to do that?
You can't win with one player, so we have to play within the offense. We have great shooters on our team. You have big guys. There's a lot of mismatches out here. We're a pretty big team, excluding the guys that are injured right now. They're really tall. So Like I said, we looked at the other team, we seen our advantages, and obviously height was an advantage. So, we executed the offense and see what the mismatches were.
What sort of things did we enjoy to see Friday against the New Mexico Highlands that
More better defense, communicating better, not allowing people to get in the key, playing a little more physical, letting people know that we're there. The offense will take care of itself. Defense is just the main focus.
How difficult is it knowing that the line that you have now is not the line that you're going to have the next 2 weeks when you get playing and check in there?
I can't control that right now. Those guys are injured. I don't control their injuries. So whatever we have right now, we have to work with it and play hard every day with it.
Kris, can you talk about the importance of these exhibition games and how these todays and then Fridays, and how important they are to get ready for regular season games?
They're real important. You get to play against Division I, Division II teams. It gets you more comfortable playing on this type of level. I came from junior college, so it gets me more comfortable. The whole team more comfortable playing on this level, playing with each other, being able to work through this all.
Kind of same question.
Sorry, repeat that again.
The importance of these exhibition games as you get ready for the regular season.
It doesn't really count. So our main focus is we're trying to send statements. That's where we look at the exhibition games. Like Coach said, we have one first impression, so we got to give our best effort every night. Whether it's an exhibition game or not, we have to attack every game like, it's the first game of the season.
Jalyen, with so many new guys, who's kind of taking the role here?
I guess you could say myself, but we all hold each other accountable collectively. I'm a returner coming back. A lot of guys are young. We have a lot of freshmen that haven't been at the college level. So I try to give that voice that helps, gives them guidance, to what they're about to expect. But like I said, the whole team holds each other accountable. We're all brothers, and we're a family. So we have to hold each other accountable and to get better.
Kris, like you said, this is your first game against Division I, Division II opponents after you come. Were you surprised with how well you played?
A little bit, but I just let the game come to me. Get into the offensive glass, being able to attack, get easy layups. Once you do things like that, it becomes easy.
Those dunks and stuff,
Yeah, getting some steals, easy points. That just helps you out. That's a momentum booster right there.
What did you get the tee for after the dunk?
I can't remember.
Okay, I'm going to always try to be really honest with you guys. So let me start with kind of mixed feelings. Always feels good to have a win, obviously, even in an exhibition game. That's why you play the games. But you also play the games to learn and develop and get better so that you're prepared when the real ones come into play. So, our conference, non-conference stuff, and then also obviously our conference. Those are, you just want to keep getting better and better, and that'll be the theme. I thought we were a little bit further along defensively. So I'm a little shocked by the amount of game slippage, I think. But with that being said, we did some really good things on the offensive side of the ball. So, it's kind of a little give and take, I guess, tonight. And, it's probably never as bad as you think until you watch the film and you get a chance to really look at it and go, okay, that guy was just really good. So they had a couple good players that I thought gave us fits there off the bounce, and that was something we got to shore up. We were just kind of laying back and letting that guy attack us rather than us dictating the defense, and we had some bad footwork there. But there's the positives, again, are that I think a lot of the errors are very correctable. So we had some couple fatigue things I think occurred with a couple guys, but we'll get through it. We'll process through this, but we'll definitely get better. And I did see at the end of the day, I did see a lot of talent out there that I'm excited to coach going forward.
Coach, Kris Clybrun should just this all-around game. Defensively, offensively, he looks like the real deal. Talk about him a little bit and what he can work with.
Yeah, Kris is one of those guys that does exactly like you said. He does so many different things well, from a rebounding standpoint, and offensively he could really shoot the ball. He's crafty. He did a really good job on, what's 11's name? Tate Martin. He did a good job when he was matched up on him. He did a good job keeping him in front and used his length. He's very laterally, efficient. So he just, he brings a lot to the table, and he's just like an even keel kind of guy. He's not too high with the highs, too low with the lows. So I like that about him. Got to get him a little more vocal on defense, but it was good to see him stay consistent and bring what I thought he would bring, at least for the first game.
Do you feel like Jalyen kind of took a step forward with the point guard spot, or were you right about that?
Yeah, I got to look at the film, Mark. I'll be honest with you. There was some. I really want to look at these turnovers. We ended up with how many turnovers do we have? Where is it at? 11, and that's wow, that's better than I thought. We had 8 like in the first 8 minutes. I thought we were on our way to like 20. So I do want to look at that though still, obviously. But then there was also play calling. Okay, what was in effect at what time, and who actually executed, and who stopped it short and took a me shot and things like that. That's a tough question because you really got to go back and break down film. I think my first reaction might not actually be accurate, so I'll probably defer till I get a chance to watch that. You guys are so interested in the point guard position. I have to make sure I give you, credible answers on that. We had like 4 guys play the point tonight too, as you noticed. So we'll start the way with Jalyen right now, and then Javon's getting some run in there too. So we'll kind of go from there.
On the defensive lapses, just from the naked eye watching it, was it more guys out of position or miscommunication issues, or what did you see?
Lack of communication issues, and yes, out of position. When you guard teams that can really shoot the three, I think we scared them a little bit too much. And when you guard guys that shoot the three, you get a chance you start playing huggy face a little bit, and even when you're way on the weak side, you're still over there guarding your guy, and that hurt us a lot because there were a lot of times where they had clear side drives from the sideline or from the baseline, and we had no rotation. And we have been practicing in shell all our baseline drops and rotations, and we never got into them because that thing was it's actually a really good play. I don't know if you guys know, but they elevated everything, and that guy had a scripted drive to the baseline for the next pass. He wasn't even looking to shoot. He was going in there to find that drift and the free throw line extended pass. So we talked about it at halftime. I think they still got it once in the second half, but we did a better job after we, pointed out a few things on it. So, and that's just, like you said, positioning, and just staying true to your shell principles and not getting too scared because a guy hit a three or took a three.
To limit the dribble penetration and foul trouble potential, is zone in the mix at all? Or?
Yeah, we'll play some zone this year for sure. We had practiced some. I just didn't want to go to it. I felt like, I could have thrown it out there a little bit, but I just felt like I wanted to teach them how to play man-to-man. They got to do a better job at being able to guard guys, mano-a-mano, and then connected to each other on a rope and making the right adjustments and shifts, and they just didn't do a very good job of it. But I wanted to get that film on it because if you're going to be a good zone team, you got to be a good man team first, as you guys have heard 1,000 times. And if you haven't, then I don't know what you're listening to because it's a great line. So, all right, next question.
Played a high possession game. What do you think about just the general flow of the offense and the pace that you guys played?
I liked it, Mike. I like the pace, and I thought that we did a good job of. This was similar to the one Bahama game where we had the lead and we gave up the ghost late there, and I thought when we got into winning time, even though we didn't execute to the fullest, but at least we managed the clock a little bit differently. And you can run all game, but then there's a point in time where you've got to be able to execute and do some things efficiently as far as taking care of the ball, get to the free throw line, not turning it over, things like that. So I was happy to see that, but for the overall pace, you're right, it was a high possession game, which I'm fine with. I think, we scored 96 points, and I didn't think we played particularly well in instances, so. We got to make free throws. What did we miss? We were 16 for 23. That's not very good, but it's not horrible. What is that? That's almost 70%, but we got to get up over that. But I'm nitpicking now. Next question.
How do you feel about the 50-50 balls, the effort, like when some of the guys aren't right on their rotations, close it out to the defender. How do you feel about those kind of things?
You know, it was interesting. A couple of those miscues happened early, and I felt myself like just getting in their butts, you know, maybe a little bit too hard. I had to calm myself down, too. I was a little excited, you know. It was my first game, you know, with the lights and the fireworks as a head coach. So I barked at him a couple of times, cussed at him a couple of times, so I had to catch myself. I was like, wait a minute, I don't coach like this, you know. So I think when I settled down, they settled down a little bit. But, you know, those are things, again, that when you see those happen, you instinctively say, we just worked on that, like literally in shoot around and walk through. And so you got to remember, they're kids, there's game slippage. You know, we got some young guys out there that have never played on a stage like this. So even though it's an exhibition game, so you have to be patient with them, keep teaching them. They'll get better.
Speaking of the young guys, who kind of stood out to you tonight and took it in easier?
Rephrase it. Tell me one more time. What?
Which of the new of the
Of the young.
especially kind of stood out to you tonight in a positive way?
You know what? None of them jumped out at me. Kris Clybrun was obviously the one that I thought was the most steady. Jalyen, I thought, you know, did some good things. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I don't think there was any one guy that really just stood out. I thought they all played decent offensively, and I thought they all played bad. Played decent offensively, and I thought they didn't play that well defensively, just kind of as a group. Like Uche's a much better player than he showed tonight. He was a little anxious. He took a lot of shots that I thought were uncharacteristic of him for how he's been playing in practice. So,
What's the number one thing you want to see on Friday night?
more tenacity, more aggressive play defensively in terms of the fundamental part of it, not just playing hard, but I'd like to be able to, you know, press a little bit more and do some things that we didn't get a chance to get into a groove because we were so bad with our defensive transition. And, you know, I'd like to be able to press after makes and do some things after free throws that we didn't get a chance to do that I'm giving the team my scouting report, but that's okay. I just want to see that. I want to take another step, you know, and from the defensive side especially. And I want to see us continue to make shots, which we did. I mean, shot, I don't know, 52% is not bad. So if we keep that up, and I expect to do that, we'll be in good shape. And it seems as though the well is running dry. Any more questions? Thanks for coming out.